This is Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. I want to give all praises, glory, and defending and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Harakakadash. Double honors to all the elders and apostles of GMS that taught me this truth. Peace and shalom to my falakim that are pushing the truth for all honesty and sincerity. Shalom. And yeah, man, we're getting into some serious times. Got a few videos to go over. This first one here is of Vice President Kamala Harris. And again, prophecy is just undefeated, man. All right. Prophecy is just undefeated. And here in these last days, you know, that's what we're supposed to be. We're getting into, man. All right. Because we're close, man. We're so close. So in this video, America is openly saying that they're going to side with Israel, which is biblical prophecy again, man. All right. And we know that the RFID, the MOB has to come around the time that America will gather into war with these other nations. And so we got this video by Stephen Banoon, which is called Israeli News. He's going into a upcoming cyber attack that's supposed to be going on with the banking system, man. So we're just gonna go into like just different. This one's gonna be labeled various topics because we're just gonna touch over a few things, man, and go over these few videos and you know the drill, a few scriptures, and hey, man, Lord willing that this lesson is edifying.
In the midst of uncertainty and turmoil, America's support for Israel's security must be rock solid. And as Iran continues to launch ballistic missiles, while it arms and funds its terrorist proxy Hezbollah, we must stand with Israel. As Hamas maintains its control of Gaza and fires rockets across Israel's southern border, we must stand with Israel. And as ISIS and civil war in Syria destabilize the region, displacing millions and threatening shared security interests, we must support all those affected by ongoing violence and terror, and we must stand with Israel.
That's the third time she said that, man.
Our defense relationship is critical to both nations, which is why I support the United States' commitment to provide Israel with $38 billion in military assistance over the next decade.
$38 billion. $38 billion. Hey, let's get the book of Genesis, man. In military aid. Let's get the book of Genesis. I think it's 27. 25. It actually might be a little further down than that. Salakia for not knowing the exact scripture. Yeah, it's further down. Salakia. It's going to be in the 40s. Salakia, y'all. All right, this is Genesis 27, Salakia, for the dead air. This is Genesis 27, and I'll start at 38. And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And that's what Esau Edom does. All right, crying about the so-called white privilege, crying about you Latinos, Native Americans need to pull yourself up by the bootstraps and work hard for it, just like you did. Always whining, man. All right. In verse 39, Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and above and of the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and thou shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off his neck. And the key point was that thou shalt live by the sword, man. So $38 billion getting ready to go to the state of Israel, man, which is an organization, okay? A paid for funded organization. $38 million is getting ready to go there, man. Why? Because we're in the time of war, man. That's what we're here for, man. We're in the time of war.
It is why I support full funding for Israel, including for the Arrow, David Sling, and the Iron Dome missile defense systems, which save lives.
David Sling. I'm gonna have to look that up, and let's look that up and see what that is. There's no telling, man. Let's see what this is. Iron Dome, Brothers David Sling. Let's see.
When you find a new place to rent, things start to get
Schlock for the videos. Brothers know how it go. Brothers and sisters know how it go.
Israeli Sam, or GTAM David. David Sling, also formerly known as the Magic Wand, is an Israeli defense military system developed jointly by Israeli defense contractor Rafael Advanced Defense Systems and U.S. defense contractor Raytheon. It was designed to intercept enemy aircraft, unmanned aerial vehicles, tactical ballistic missiles, medium and long-range missiles, and cruise missiles that are launched at ranges from 40 kilometers, 24.85 miles, to 300 kilometers, 186.41 miles. David Sling is intended to replace the MIM-23 Hawk and the MIM-104 Patriot in the Israeli arsenal. The Strummer missile is designed to intercept a new generation of low-altitude tactical ballistic missiles, such as the Russian Iskander and the Chinese DF-15. It achieves this by using onboard dual CCD/IR shelters to distinguish between the bait and the actual missile warhead. In addition to tracking by the L2L/M2084, it can also conduct active electronic scanning through an array of...
All right, yeah, that's enough on it, man. So it's another missile defense system. Again, man, his blessing is the sword, you know, and here in these last days, so like I'm all over the place. Here in these last days, Esau will fully use that, man. He will use his gift until the end.
It is why I support full funding for Israel, including for the Arrow, David Sling, and the Iron Dome missile defense systems, which save lives. And that's why I am fully committing to maintaining Israel's qualitative military edge.
Like, her speech just looks so rehearsed, you know. It doesn't look like natural. No passion, real passion behind it. No real passion behind it, man. But yeah, so we see that America is in full support behind Israel, man. All right, that's prophecy, man. Okay, that's prophecy. And we're going to get that in Jeremiah 49 and Jeremiah 50. This is Jeremiah 50. Just like this is Jeremiah 49 and 20. Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord Yahweh that he have taken against Edom, and his purposes that he have proposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. And that's why they're going to war over there right now, man. All right. Israel does have a millions and billions of dollars in the army, but they're getting decimated out there, man. All right, why? Because they really want inside of Iran, and Israel has always been the aggressor. And what's happening now is these other small nations like Hezbollah and Gaza are attacking them, man, and it's going down, man. All right, it's going down, and it's going to lead to a whole trickle effect, and affect things over here, man, because these other nations are going to get involved. All right, against America, like China, like Russia, like Turkey, like Iran. All right, that's coming down the pike, man. And then you're gonna have these other nations come against America, man, through prophecy.
Conflict dominating, and Israel's unleashed a series of new airstrikes on the Gaza Strip Monday morning in an ongoing tit-for-tat after militants fired a barrage of rockets at its neighbor. Palestinians say at least 192 were killed in the coastal enclave in the past 7 days, including 58 children. Over in Israel, 10 are dead, including 2 youngsters. Now, we're about to show the aftermath of one strike on Gaza, which you may well find disturbing. Warplanes striking several buildings and roads in Gaza on Sunday. 42 killed there. It was the deadliest single attack since fighting broke out a week ago. Pictures show a bomb crater too, blocking a main road leading to one hospital there. We're about to show you next multiple children having fallen victim to the shelling.
They are children. They are 2, 3, 4 years old. What did they do that made it necessary to kill them? What are the targets the Israelis were after?
Hey, man, evil man, understand not judgment. Let's get that. Let's get that. Yeah, Proverbs 28 and 5. Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord Yahweh understand all things. And we're seeking after the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahweh, man. And we understand how the Lord works and how he operates, man. All right. And like you heathen have possessed the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahweh's land, man. All right. And your work cannot go, your deeds cannot go unpunished, man. Whether it be a young child or old man. All right. There's no respect of persons, man. All right. And most people who are not in tune with the scriptures can't understand that. Don't understand how the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua works and how he gets down, man. All right. And I used to always wonder that, you know, if there was a creator, why do babies die and such? But coming into the scriptures, getting the knowledge and understanding, man, we understand these things, man. OK, it's judgment, man, whether it be it had to be in the past life, you know. But then again, it's the heathen, man. So the Lord has chose us, man. So it is what it collateral damage, man. It's rough to say, man, but it is what it is, man. All right. It is what it is. You know, the Lord is brutal, man. He drowned the Egyptians, flooded the world. You don't think there was babies and kids in the world at that time? Yeah, man. So, yeah, let's get back into this video.
They targeted their missiles at small children who did nothing wrong. They were torn to pieces.
It's a street of many buildings have been destroyed already by the Israeli warplanes, including 2 main building or residential buildings, this one and the other one next to it. Israeli intensive airstrikes are killing women and children inside their homes. And it is important to note that Israel did not send a pre-warning for these buildings before they bombarded them, which is something unprecedented, as Israel used to warn the people before they attempted to strike any building.
There is
I mean, a neighbor who is living next to my house, his wife told him, I want to, it is Eid time, so his wife wanted to go to visit her father and her mother. So she went to this building celebrating the Eid. And unfortunately, she is now under the rubble. Instead of celebrating the Eid, she's now under the rubble, and they are still searching for her, by the way.
Woo, man, that's cold, man. Look, the Lord sent her there at that particular time, man. And that's what happened, man. Hey, man, it is what it is, man. You know, it's rough, man. It's rough. And, you know, there's going to be a huge retaliation over that, man. Okay, you know, there's going to be huge retaliation over that. Let me see here. This is Jeremiah 50 and 45. Therefore, now it's going to say the same thing. Listen to this, though. Listen how it's worded different. Last time it was against Edom and Teman. All right. Now it's saying, therefore, hear ye the counsel of the Lord Yahweh, that he have taken against Babylon, and his purposes that he have proposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the leaves of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them, man. And eventually that's going to end up happening, man. These other nations are going to come at Babylon, Salakia, and shoot missiles on her, man, for engaging in war, man. All right, with these other nations. Let me see here. Yeah. This is Jeremiah 50 and 21. Go up against the land of Merathaim, even against it, and against the inhabitants of Pekod. Waste and utterly destroy after them, saith the Lord Yahweh, and according to all that I have commanded thee. A sound of battle is in the land, a sound of great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Verse 24, here's the key point. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art found, and also caught, because thou have striven against the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. All right. You striven against the Lord by inhabiting the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's land. All right. And defiling it, man, with the pink city, the kosher pork, okay, the blasphemy of the Most High's name, and the temple, and ultimately the history, what you've done to the Lord's chosen people, man. Okay. And for that, a great punishment is coming. Like the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai said, you are walking yourself into a trap, man, a trick bag. Like the elders and apostles and the brothers on down always say, the Lord has got you in a trick bag, man, and they're unaware of it, man. Falling and running behind Israel, okay, is gonna end up getting this place nuked, man. So the sling of David and the Iron Dome, which I did a lesson on that the other day, was able to get penetrated, man. Is not gonna be able to stop a nuclear missile, man. All right, that shit ain't shooting down a nuclear missile. And if you shoot down a nuclear missile anyway, you shoot it down, the warheads inside of it is gonna explode over the the cities, man. All right, so you stuck, man. All right. Verse 26, come against her from the utmost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing be left of her. And that's what's going to happen, man. All right. At the end of the day, that's what's getting ready to happen. Let me see here. So we'll just finish a little bit on this. We're not going to watch the whole thing of this.
Few hours now, this machinery has been attempting to rescue the people deep inside this rubble of this 4-story building in Al-Wahda Street. And as you see here, it seems to these people who are trying to rescue, the rescue operation is a bit difficult, as the house has been completely destroyed, and this machinery is attempting to save what could be saved of the lives of the inhabitants of this particular building. That is the scene for now, for the moment, in Gaza City, where destruction is widespread, destruction is large scale,
Since we began
And they threw out there, man. They threw. All right. those 1948ers not screwing around, man. All right, now we're gonna switch gear a little bit, get into this this video with Stephen Banoon, all right, and his information he has on a up and coming a cyber attack over the banks, man. All right, that's what they're supposed to be doing over the banks. So we gonna rewind this a little bit and get into Drew, get into some scriptures. So let's see if I can find a good starting point.
Got it for, I don't know, gosh, a week and a half, I guess. And it's kind of like the situation with the fuel shortage. Knew about it for quite some time, didn't say anything. I think Yana had said it with her and Deborah Tavares. They were already speaking about that, but I already got confirmation that that was going to happen. It is manufactured, but that wasn't the issue. What I was told, though, when this all was going on about the fuel shortage, is that the next big thing that they are planning is a cyber attack on the banking system. Yeah, I know.
That's right, man. A cyber attack on the banking system. Okay, and that's really gonna put this bitch on his head, man, upside down on his head. Okay, let me see here, James. I think it's 5:1. Yeah, this is James 5:1. Says, Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rest of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasures together for your last time. And so now what they're trying to do is they want to, because the brothers have always been coming into this, man, since I've been into the truth. They're always was saying that the major plan to get the MOB instituted was collapse the system, man. All right, and with Biden and his cronies, just numerous of money printing has created hyperinflation, and eventually it's going to crash the market because the dollar's just about done, right? The dollar's just about done. Really no value of it, which is also leading to war and more hyperinflation. So crash the system and go ahead and usher in there's a digital currency that they've been wanting to do. All right. There was a brother who put up a page on yesterday. I think it's Dubai is going full cashless. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. Just a sec. I did find one article, not the particular one that I wanted to. I didn't want to spend too much time on it. We're just going to breeze through it. It says Dubai well positioned for a transition of cashless economy. Dubai has positioned itself at the forefront of the transition of cashless economy, experts said at a recent event hosted by Smart Dubai. Alongside the Cashless Dubai Working Group and stakeholders from the government of private sectors, the roundtable brought together several professionals to explore ways to engage the private sector in a Cashless Dubai initiative and receive their feedback and official expressions of interest. What's going on? Dubai has positioned itself as the forefront of transition. Let me see. Okay, yeah. Dubai has positioned itself in the forefront of a transition of a cashless economy, having proactively embarked on a smart city strategy and created a competitive fintech infrastructure, said Samai Al-Khazami, I'm butchering his name, Director General of Dubai. And that's what brothers have all, I know the brother Ariala talks about all the time, what is known as the fourth industrial revolution, man, with these smart cities, the Alexas and the retina scans and the AI and software facial recognition and algorithms and all this other shit. That's what a smart city is, man. You got shit that you can control your air conditioning from your phone miles away. All right, your cars are driving by themselves. All this other shit, man. So why not have digital currency and technology and get rid of this this paper currency, because again, man, and it doesn't matter whatever you can do. Everything has failed. Your economy has failed. You tried to stimulate it with money, and that didn't work. And so now you're going to pull the plug on the system and try to restart over, which is the last step. Okay, the last step of control that you want over the people, man. Again, so your riches are corrupted and your garments are moth-eaten, man. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rest of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. You have heaped treasures together for your last days. You are in the last days of America being known as a powerhouse and a quote unquote prosperous nation, man. All right, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is getting ready to bring this damn thing down, man. All right.
That does not sound good, but that is what's coming next. Kind of like the situation with China, next big military thing on the playing board. China's going to take Malaysia, they're going to take Taiwan, and they're going to take Hong Kong. This whole thing that went on a little while, a few days ago, the power outages in Japan and in Taiwan, that was part of, I don't know how you call that, when I was getting the information on that. It's a war strategy where they're testing the water to see how people are going to react when they're getting ready to do an invasion. And one of the things is to shut the power down. So they were testing with Taiwan to see how the Taiwanese people are going to react. That's why the power went out there. But again, though, the big issue though that was on the drawing board of the elite is a cyber attack on the banking system. All of this, by the way, is making way for the one world government. They don't call it a new world order with these guys.
And that's right, man. And that's ultimately what they want to do. But the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai has different plans. This is actually, let me start with the Isaiah. Isaiah 29:15. We know this already. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord Yahweh, and their works that are in the dark. And they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us? And that's what they're doing, man. All right. Planned gas shortages and cyber attacks, false flag events. All right. Secret coups and takeovers, economic hitmans, and all this other shit. Excuse me, to topple and bring down nations, man. All right. And Esau, Edom has been had and has been found out, man. We understand and we know that this is what they do. And so now they're planning on hitting the monetary system, you banks, and shut down and start over everything, man. Which is they're getting ready to come with the clamp down, man. All right. Surely this is why they opened the system up, man. Okay. This is why we knew there was going to be something, man. We knew that there was going to be something. Okay. Surely your turning of things upside down should be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing that framed say of that framed it, he had no understanding? And that's what this man wants to do. He has a godlike complex, wanting to be all uncontrolled and rule over all things. And that last thing that he wants to rule over you is your soul, man. All right. Is your soul, by dancing with the MOB, man, putting that inside of you. All right. So let me see here. This is Proverbs 22:7. The rich ruleth over the poor, and the borrower is servant unto the lender. Total, complete control is going to come from this, man. If they crash this economy and start digital with this quote unquote cyber attack on the banks, man. All right. That's the new pandemic right now. That's going to be the new pandemic. Cyber attacks on these different countries, different nations, and just blame it on other countries and start war and go over there and bomb them, man. That's the new thing. All right. So this gonna be it for this lesson, man. I might come back and do another one. There was a few other topics I wanted to touch on, but I don't want the video to be be too long. And I mean, I hope it was edifying. Lord willing, it was edifying. And to the next one, man. Shalom.